Konnichiwa, happy Sunday everyone. Welcome to hell. You know, nostalgia is a pretty interesting concept. It's kind of like being reminded of the past and reminiscing on those old memories in a positive light. Or as Google likes to say, a sentimental longing or wistful affection for the past, typically for a period or place with happy personal associations. Nostalgia, it was pretty cool, you know, up until the last few years when movie studios and gaming companies decided that taking advantage of nostalgia would be a great marketing tool to sell half-baked products. You know, these days, nostalgia to me is mostly just ideas rehashed by their creators because they no longer have an original thought or bone in their body. I'm looking at you, Call of Duty, with your constant remastered maps, your overpriced nostalgia bait bundles, and your retooled universe that went from cool to poo-poo diarrhea dookie. I still play the game though, so consider me part of the problem. Anyways, the point of today's video is that I'm feeling nostalgic. I want to go back in time with everyone watching who happens to be around my age, maybe slightly older or younger, and just look at some images posted to Twitter by an account titled Nostalgia Folder, and just relive the good old days of not having to think about work or making enough money to survive, having a stable relationship, not stressing about breaking bonds with your friends or family due to political beliefs, or wondering what really happens when we all die, and if any of this progress we make is truly worth it in the end. Man, what a depressing intro. Let's look at some fun, colorful images. Oh boy, you remember these colorful dividers our elementary school teachers made us put up during testing time in school? These dividers were designed, obviously, to stop cheating, especially if you were someone who sat at a big table full of people as opposed to having your own desk and being able to move it around. But honestly, if anything, these dividers just made cheating way easier. I mean, what's stopping a kid from putting a cheat sheet in their divider? I honestly hated these things because they constantly got in my way and they would always fall over if I elbowed them while writing, and kids would also doodle or sneeze on these things and they were just disgusting and I hated them. Oh Jesus. Okay, so I had one of these toys growing up. However, it wasn't a ring toss game like the one displayed on screen. It was a basketball variant, and man did that game keep me busy for like a month. Oh shit, okay, I remember these. Alright. So these toys were in Happy Meals back in like 03. I was around 3 or 4 at this point, and I remember vividly having the blue, the green, and the shadow ones. And I'm not gonna lie, I kind of wish I still had these. I grew up in New Jersey for a very short period of time, like up until 2004. Yeah, I know, it's gross, it's disgusting. I'm gross and disgusting. Anyways, either I lost these games during the moving process, or they were just tossed randomly, or maybe I broke them or something. You know, I was a pretty irresponsible child who didn't really understand the value of these things. Either way, I never saw them again. Actually, hold on one second. Okay, update. I just went on eBay and found them. They're like $30 each, and that little voice in my head is telling me to be a little bit irresponsible today and just buy them. I might not. I don't know what I want to do, because I kind of want them, but it's at the same time, am I really going to play these things? They're just going to sit on a shelf and collect dust for the rest of my life till I die. You know, I feel like I remember seeing one of these machines in a McDonald's when I was very, very young, but had zero clue that they were GameCubes or N64 machines. But at the same time, that might just be a false memory of mine. Either way, what stopped McDonald's from throwing game consoles in their restaurants? Maybe when the corporate overlords sucked all of the fun and joy out of the fast food chain when they decided to turn every single McDonald's building into a modern home in the hills. Or maybe they were just expensive to maintain, or perhaps kids would fight over who got a turn at one of these GameCubes, and McDonald's was just like, okay bro, you want to do this right now in our lobby? You want to disrespect the clown in our house? And then the employees would go ahead and release Grimace from the dungeon. I'm gonna go with the last option, just because it sounds super insane. You know, I think my art class in first grade, or some class I had in elementary school, had a basket full of scissors. Well, okay. Well, God, I hope every class had a basket full of scissors. Look at me, I'm Jonathan, and I went to a top-tier school where they gave us scissors. Anyways, in my experience in this classroom, the basket had like a mix between these garbage scissors on screen and some really nice, colorful ones that would really cut the paper. And everyone in class would fight over who got the better scissors. Usually I always got stuck with the sucky scissors, which, you know, is unfortunate, but you know, it is what it is. Now I'm 24 years old. I could just go to the store and buy nice scissors. Oh man, this takes me back. I remember we read this book in 4th grade. Well, my class read it. I didn't. I forgot the name of the book. It was like Alfonso or something like that. I couldn't tell you anything else besides that. Anyways, as a kid, I absolutely hated reading, especially outside of school, so I just chose not to read the book. But one day my teacher asked my class to make these shoebox dioramas, or as I like to call them, diarrheas. I ended up waiting until the night before the project was due to ask my mom for a shoebox. Then I took some random construction paper and crumbled it up and tried to bullshit my way through the project, and believe it or not, I got a passing grade. I don't remember it being great, but if I'm not mistaken, it was passing, and that's all that mattered to me. I might have also worked on one of these in 3rd grade while we were learning about the Titanic. By the way, did anyone else have a Titanic phase when they were younger? I remember being super obsessed with the boat. What's also kind of funny is my ex-girlfriend's younger brother also had a Titanic phase. I used to babysit him after school, and if he wasn't playing Fortnite, he was reading this Titanic book, and it was kind of funny. I don't know, let me know in the comments below if you guys had a Titanic phase. If not, then maybe I was just a weird kid. Alright, let's do one more. God damn, did anyone else have this movie on VHS? You know, here's another question for you guys. Did this movie come with a scratch and sniff card? I swear to God, I had a Nickelodeon movie on VHS when I was very young that came with this like scratch and sniff card, and it showed like a foot, and anytime you saw the item on the card on screen, you had to scratch the card and sniff it to get the scent. You know, hold on, I gotta look this up real quick. Oh shit, okay, so it wasn't this Rugrats movie, it was the fucking Rugrats Go Wild movie. You know, the one where the Rugrats and the Wild Thornberries collabed. It was like a crossover. God, this takes me back now. I pulled up the scratch and sniff card too. So there is a foot on it. I remembered the foot, but I couldn't remember anything else. Jesus, I wish my family didn't throw out all those old VHS tapes. If I was just born maybe a couple of years earlier, I could have saved them. But you know, I was a small boy. I didn't know any better. Anyways, there's your daily dose of nostalgia. Let me know in the comments below if you guys either remember or maybe have some funny stories from your childhood involving any of these items. Anyways, if this video made you feel some type of way, then cool, leave a like. Check out my main channel too. I upload there sometimes. And I don't know, have a great day, but please remember that your shoebox diarrhea is due tomorrow.